Hey guys, this is part 2 of the 4.1 frequency and energy homework help video. All right, I'm going to do problem number 4 for you right now. Okay, we're going to walk through it. We're going to do it to the best of our ability, and then hopefully this will help you to solve it. Okay, now number 4 and 5 are a little tricky because I don't give you the frequency here. I give you the wavelength, and you have to use the wavelength to find the frequency. And then you have to use the frequency to find the energy. So let's do a sample for you right now. Number 4, a particular color of light has a wavelength of 6.85 times 10 to the negative 7th meters. Okay, that's approximately reddish orange light. What is the energy contained in a single photon, a burst of that light energy? Well, let's take a look. Okay, let us take a look. 2, 3. Make sure I'm on the right worksheet here. Joules. Okay, insert, page break. Number 4. All right, number 4. So, we know that we have a wavelength of 6.85 times 10 to the negative 7th meters, okay? We have to use this to figure out the frequency. We have to use this to figure out the frequency because to figure out the energy, we need the frequency. And so for that, we're going to go back to our homework from last week. The speed of light equals the wavelength times the frequency. Okay, this is like part A of this problem. Okay, so the speed of light, we know it's always 3.00 times 10 to the 8th. Always. Okay, we know the wavelength. The wavelength is 6.85 times 10 to the negative 7th meters. But what we don't know is the frequency. Okay, we do not know the frequency. But we can solve it. We can solve it easily by just dividing both sides by this wavelength. 6.85 times 10 to the negative 7th. Divide this side by 6.85 times 10 to the negative 7th. Remember, to find the frequency, take the speed of light and divide by the wavelength. To find the wavelength, just take the speed of light and divide it by the frequency. All right, take the speed of light and divide it by 1 to get the other. Now I'm going to go into Google and I'm just going to enter this. All right, I'm going to enter 3. I'm going to use the right thing. Yeah, I'm going to do 3 times 10 to the 8th divided by 6.85 times 10 to the negative 7th. So here I go. All right, 3.00 times 10 to the 8th divided by 6.85 times 10 to the negative 7th. And what I get is 4.37 times 10 to the 14th hertz. All right, so what I got here, the frequency, come on, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Draw. Okay. The frequency equals, what did I get again? 4.37 times 10 to the 14th. 4.3, oh, that's 4.38 because we round up. 4.38 times 10 to the 14th. Oh my God, come on. Come on, guys, come on. 4 times 10 to the 14th hertz. Okay, so now we have got the frequency. Okay, next up. My computer is being super slow and stupid, guys. I'm sorry. Hopefully it's just my computer being stupid, not me. So we got the frequency. Now we can use the energy equation, all right? The energy equals the frequency times Planck's constant, all right? And now we know the frequency from above. So the energy equals the frequency, which you just figured out, 4.38 times 10 to the 14th, all right, hertz, times Planck's constant, which is 6.63 times 10 to the negative 34th joules per hertz. And then we just multiply those two values together. All right, multiply those two values together using Google. So 4.38 times 10 to the 14th. I'm just going to do that in Google. So we have got 4.38 times 10 to the 14th times 6.63, all right, times 10 to the negative 34th. And the energy we get for this photon of light is 2.90 times 10 to the negative 19th joules. 2.90 times 10 to the negative 19th. 2.90 times 10 to the negative 19th joules. Okay, so here we go. The energy equals 2.90 times 10 to the negative 19th.
I have a question.
One second. Let me just finish this up, and I'm going to post it to you guys. Here we go. All right, cool. All right, so 2.90 times 10 to the negative 19th joules. So a two-step problem, guys. Two-step problem to solve this. Okay, let me just plug it in to double check that it works. All right. 2.90 times 10 to the negative 19th joules. Now, this showed up as incorrect. Let me just double check. Maybe that should be 2.9. Okay, there we go. It's correct. All right, guys. So hopefully this video will help you to solve those problems. I'm going to post it right now for you all.